First of all, tell me if we saw. For example, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Derozio, Dayanand Saraswati, Vivekanand, Ramakrishna Paramhans, everyone, they were Indians. Today, we are beginning with one reformer, or I would say one society, where the reformers were not from India. So basically, if you see here, Theosophical Society was formed in New York in the year 1875 by many people, and amongst them, the most important name was Blavatsky, Olcott, and Judge. Many people, I've given you three names. Now, a genuine question that should come to your mind is, what is a society that was formed in New York doing anything related to Indian social reforms? So basically, this society, some of these people like Blavatsky, Olcott, after a few years, they had come to India. And in India, those who are from Chennai would know there is a place called Adyar. Adyar is modern day Chennai. Here, they formed their international headquarters. In Adyar, they have come and they have formed their international headquarters. Now, the another genuine question, and that should come to your mind is, and let me change the pen color, is why India? They came to India, okay. But then why did they come to our country? The reason for this is they wanted the revival and strengthening of the ancient religions. Now, all of you, can you give me some example of ancient religions? Can you give me good sort of anyone? Can you give me examples of ancient religion? Okay, Buddhism, yeah, Hinduism, Jainism, the Indian religions I'm asking. Zoroastrianism? No. Sikhism is not an ancient religion. Please understand. Muslims or Islam is not an ancient religion. They are medieval religions. Please understand. So if I give you example here, for example, let's say Buddhism, Hinduism, etc. Everyone. So if they have come to strengthen the ancient religions, and if they have come to India to do it, invariably, these are certain religions for which they would have been working. They are working for these religions at this point of time. Now, everyone, the supporters, those who believe in this society, they were called as Theosophists. Everyone, you can see from Theosophical Society, the supporters, they are termed as Theosophists. So now you would ask, what do they teach? We are not going too deep in their teachings, but let me tell you one or two points. One, they believe in universal brotherhood of man. Vasudev Kutumbakam in Hindi, what we can say. And believed in transmigration of soul. That is, they believe that the souls they transmigrate. Now, the important thing that you should understand, they are not very successful. Please understand this point. Overall, this society was not that successful. But then, everyone, they did two very important things, one good, one bad. Please tell me if you understand these 2 points or not. Number one, the good thing. The positive aspect is they glorified Indian religion as well as the traditions of our country. And because of this, the self-confidence of Indians was recovered. Everyone, do you understand this positive point or not? All of you. See, the Britishers had always told us, you Indians, you are barbaric, you are backward, you have no culture of yours. But now, here comes foreigners, those who came from outside. And they told us, no, you have some ancient religions. Your philosophy is great. You have said some great things. So all of you, Rohit Kumar, who was depressed thinking that, oh my God, my religion is backward because I was hearing this from the Britishers. Now my confidence has been restored. My self-confidence is restored because I know the Britishers were lying. Because these people are saying, no, we have seen your Vedas. Your Vedas are a source of great knowledge. Your religions are much, much older than any of the religions that are practiced by the Britishers. But then, everyone, there is a negative aspect also. All of you, what is the negative aspect? I'll take black. Guys, have you heard this line? That there is a very, very thin line between confidence and overconfidence. Now, all of you, some of you have already started to write. Rohit Kumar, his self-confidence got recovered. But very soon the negative aspect was, I also got a sense of false pride in my past greatness. Everyone, do you understand this? No, Shalu, they are not Indians. Everyone, do you understand this? Now, I told you, my self-confidence has come back. But now, see, all of you, I'm giving you a very simple example. I'm saying my religion is great. Good. But then I'm saying my religion is the greatest. Nobody even comes close to my religion in any aspect. Now, this at times is bordering on false pride. Not everything can be the best. Some things might not have been that good. So, in this case, some places they are doing a great job. Some places they are not doing that great job at this point of time. Everyone, clear with this slide? Chituri, we are doing the same socio-religious reform movement. Now, I'll take an extra slide to tell you, or I can use here only. See here, everyone. How many of you have heard the name? Annie Besant. Everyone. Now, my question to you is, how many of you know that she was the founder of Theosophical Society? Now, those who are saying that she is a founder of the Theosophical Society, you are wrong. The thing is, she is associated with this. But, please understand, but she was not a founder member. Everyone, she joined Theosophical Society. She was working here for the revival of Hinduism. But please remember, she was not a founder member. UPSC has already asked question on this. And everyone, we will see all the PYQs on Monday this time, after the 10th class. So yesterday was a leave, a holiday. So no PYQs today. But on Monday, all the questions of socio-religious I will show you. And there you will see that Annie Besant, she came, she joined, but later, not as a founder member. And let me tell you guys, we will study about her a lot later. She is an lady from Ireland. Later will become president of Congress. We will study later only. She will also be involved with home rule leaks. We will study this later. Don't worry. And last but not the least, guys, she is also involved with Banaras Hindu University, along with Madan Mohan Malviya. Everyone, I'm done with Theosophical. All of you, I'm done with Theosophical Society. Hopefully, those who were there from the point number 1, you are clear with this. Getting my point? Yes, Saurav. Those who are from BHU, great. Great university, great college. So we are done with this. And everyone, movement of soul sham after the death, the souls do not end. All of you, now we are moving into the 8th module. Now listen to me very carefully. All of you, in this module, there are many, many names. But the important names are, Anjali, we will do that later. Periyar. The other important name is Narayan Guru. The third important name is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The other name, very, very important, is Syed Ahmad Khan. These 4 are very, very important names. Everyone, am I clear with this? Again, I'm telling you guys, in this chapter, today, the other names that we will see, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Pandita Ramabai Saraswati, the other Muslim, Parsi, Sikh movements, we shall see. We shall see a lot of these movements. Barkat, see it quickly. We shall see a lot of these movements. Now, everyone, because today is our second class in this By now, do you understand that if you go on doing PhD on any of these people, it will become very, very big task? Getting my point? So, please understand, these people, whatever I write on the slide today, don't go beyond them. Everyone, do you listen to me? Please be very clear. Muslim reform movement, Sikh reform movements have never given, not a single PYQ has come on them. Why I will cover them in the class? So that we are ready for any question that comes in future. But then again, don't do PhD. Very tough it will become if you are trying to research everything. So I will be very crisp, to the point, and you should understand that much. Let me take a new slide. And let's start with the reformers from Maharashtra. How many of you have heard the name Gopal Hari Deshmukh? Everyone heard this name? Very, very prominent reformer from Maharashtra. As the name Deshmukh is clearly saying, he is from Maharashtra. All of you, what is his title? Can anyone tell me what is his title? His supporters used to call him Lok Hitvadi. Lok Hitvadi means one who does work for the betterment of the people. Lok Hitvadi, this is, his pen name. Now, please understand, most of the things that, he says is the similar repeated thing. I will show you the slide. Just give me a second. What's the problem with this, Pranav? So how does it matter? You write wherever you want to write. How does it matter if I write left or right? Tell me. Now, he is remembered for one of his very, very important, I would say, quotations. If, and I will ask you people to remember this, if religion, that is, if your religion does not sanction social reform, then change religion. Please understand, everyone. If your religion is not giving permission for social reforms, according to Gopal Hari Deshmukh, the time has come that you should change your religion. Change your religion if your religion is not giving you permission for social reforms. Wrote a number of books, brought out a number of newspapers, journals, and I can give you a few names like Indu Prakash, Gyan Prakash, one named as Lok Hitvadi, Hitechu. So many periodicals has been started by him at that point of time. Now, all of you, Have you heard the name of Pandita Ramabai Saraswati? Putting 3 marks, putting 3 stars here. Please remember why I have put 3 stars on her. Your 8th class NCRT has written almost a paragraph on her. She is very, very important. And if you all notice, Savitri Bai Phule, Annie Besant, and now the third women reformer is Pandita Ramabai Saraswati. All of you, she is a great lady. If you study about her, you will find out that she is very, very great. And in those days, this Pandita and this word Saraswati, both these are her titles, these are her honors. In Hindi, we call Upadhi. These were given to her for her extreme knowledge. She is very, very great lady. And I don't have to tell you, everyone, think about this. What will be her major work? She will like to educate the women. She would like to work for empowerment of women. Mainly, she would try to work for the women. And she formed a Sharda Sadan initially at Bombay, and later it was shifted to Pune. The idea being this will be a shelter home for the widows. Please understand, guys, what used to happen is in those days, the widows, they would be thrown out of the homes a lot of times. I'm not saying every time, but many times they would be thrown out of their homes. So these widows, they would have nowhere to go. So Pandita Ramabai Saraswati, in those days, she started a place where the widows could live and survive and maintain their lives. She herself was a very young widow and worked in a great manner for the empowerment of women. Now, all of you, has anyone studied or heard this name? Tarabai Shinde. All of you. Anyone, have you heard this name? Those who are writing no, let me tell you, if you read your 8th class NCRT, you will read her name. All of you, she wrote a book named Stri Purush Tulna. Stri means women, Purush means man, and Tulna means comparison. So a comparison of men and women. I don't remember exactly, but if I'm not incorrect, guys, I don't have the 8th class NCRT right now, but I remember very correctly that in the book there is one paragraph from the book Stri Purush Tulna. In that paragraph, basically, Tarabai Shinde is questioning. She is questioning that why in the society women and the men, they are not given equal status. Tarabai Shinde, she is, questioning. Yes, there is a chapter called Women, Caste and Reforms. In that chapter, one paragraph is given. I remember vividly. She says that are we made of some other material? Are we the, rust, the rust, junk lag jana, iron rust, and you men, are you gold? Why do you expect us to die after you people, after the husbands have died? She writes that the moment the husband dies, the first thing you do is you clean our head, shave our head. She's questioning everything in this particular book. Very, very impactful book. Everyone, for once, it's a only 15-page chapter in your 8th class NCERT. And let me tell you, 95% of the words in the book which are mentioned, I have told you. I have said everything in the class, but for 5%, for small 1 or 2 information here and there, please give a cursory glance on the 8th class NCERT. Again, I'm saying no making of notes. Everything has been covered in the class, but for your own confidence and 1 or 2 extra points, please cover it. That's my request to you people. Yes. See, again I'm repeating. Anyone here who is preparing for 2025 and onwards, you have a lot of time. Anyone who is preparing for 24, that is next year, you people have limited time. I cannot ask you people to read everything. But anyone who is preparing for 25, 26, 27, whatever the year might be, you people have no excuse. You should read the books. You must read the books. See, let me move ahead. Everyone. No, she also formed, if you want, I can mention that, she also formed a Arya Mahila Samaj, where they were promoting education of women. No, see, please understand, they would be doing a lot of other things also. For example, they worked to stop, or I should, they wanted that this child marriage should be stopped. So she is working for all those things. Now, Raj, see, please understand, I'm calling her a great lady because just imagine, she became an orphan in those days at a very young age. Just imagine, at a very young age, this great lady had become an orphan. And then she traveled all over the country. She traveled all over the country to recite Sanskrit scriptures. I told you, she became a widow at a very young age. Within 2 years of her marriage, she became a widow, and yet she became a very, very independent woman. No, Calcutta, widow. Yes, Ramabai Saraswati became a widow at a very young age. No, guys, Calcutta University had awarded her these titles. It's not that somebody, XYZ has offered it. Calcutta University in those days had offered her this title of Pandita as well as Saraswati. Please understand, these are big things. Am I clear, everyone? All of you. See, again, you people have to acknowledge and you have to appreciate the greatness of Pandita Ramabai Saraswati. And for that matter, all these people whom we are studying in this chapter, these are some of the great people of that era. In your 8th class only, I saw there is a picture. There is a picture of some of the earliest women who had become graduates from the college. Now, all of you think, 150 years ago, in those days when the women education was not that popular, here are certain ladies who have gone till the university stage. Think about this, everyone. Think how great that might be. All of you, we are talking about an era when the men did not want women to go outside their houses because they were thinking, I might not have said it on Friday or on Wednesday or Tuesday. Guys, in those days, many Indians thought if their women, they become educated, the women's husbands, they would die very young. Many of them, they thought that if the women will get educated, they will stop cooking the food. Now think what sort of mentality and how backward we were. And from there to come to this stage where we are saying there is an equality when it comes to both the men and the women. You all can think how, the times have changed. And in those days, women like Pandita Ramabai Saraswati, they would be pure diamonds. There is absolutely no doubt. Am I clear about this, guys? No. Savitribai Phule is first, sort of. Okay. Everyone, have you heard this name? Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Heard this name? Okay. He starts Servants of India Society. Now, please understand, everyone. In 1905, this body is started by Gokhale. Now, many of you are writing and you are correct. He is the political guru of Mahatma Gandhi. Political teacher. No, he is in 20th century. I'm clearly writing, Shyam. Everyone, do you know he is also the political guru of someone else? Everyone, Gopal Krishna Gokhale is the political guru of Gandhiji. Is he the political guru of someone else also? No, Sudhir Waziri, wrong. I might be Sudhir Vizi, wrong. Chituri, wrong. Mohit, correct. Mega, correct. Tawfiq, wrong. No. Sort of, they are different. Everyone, except two people, everybody till now is wrong. Check. Can you see the name? You can check, all of you, that is he the political guru of Jinnah or not? You can Google. Now, all of you, we will study this next week. But Gokhale is a moderate leader. And his organization, they worked in the field of education, health, sanitation, hostels for tribals, similarly primary schools here, ashram type schools for tribal girls, worked against untouchability, worked against alcoholism, tried to remove poverty, opposed the oppression of women, opposed domestic abuse. Please understand, almost everything they are trying to do. Gopal Krishna Gokhale, and again it is from Maharashtra, this body is trying to do all these things. And after his death, Srinivas Shastri became the president of Servants of India Society after Gopal Krishna Gokhale's death. We will study topic that later. Everyone, Gokhale Sahab is not that important. Only two things here is important. This line and the last line. Rest are not that important. Am I clear? Everyone, am I clear? All of you. Again, not that important is Social Service League, started by, please remember this name, Narayan Malhar Joshi. Please remember this name, guys. Narayan Malhar Joshi has started this league. As you can understand by name, he also comes from Maharashtra, and the major aim is to secure better relations for labor class. And later he also forms All India Trade Union. So please understand, Narayan Malhar Joshi, his major job in those days was to improve the condition of the labor class. Guys, by labor class, I mean to say the workers. If anyone has any query with this, by this I'm trying to say workers. So he was working mainly to improve the condition of the workers here. Everyone, am I clear? All of you. Okay, some people are asking and they are still stuck with this slide. All of you. Some people are asking that how could Gokhale be the political guru of Jinnah also? Anyone, can you tell me? How can that be? Srinivas Shastri became the president, Chalu, after the death of Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Everyone, how can he be the political guru of Jinnah also? Some people are asking. So for those people, please be very clear that initially Jinnah was also in Congress. We will study that later. And later he had quit Congress. So don't worry about that. We shall see this later. Getting my point? Everyone. The very, very important name in this slide is this name. And rest of the names, 1 or 2 points are important. If you all see here, these all are the names which come from the state of Bombay in those days. Bombay province, Maharashtra. Everyone, am I clear? Anil, he was the mentor. That's how it is. It is in history. Okay, everyone, now come to an important, very, very important name. How many of you are from Kerala? People, Kerala. Sri Narayan Guru. Heard this name, everyone? Those who have not heard. Popularly called as Guru Devan. Called as Guru Devan by his supporters. His supporters call him Guru Devan. Lastly, he is a Hindu saint, or if you want to write sadhu, and a very, very great social reformer. Everyone, in simple words, if I say na, those who attended Wednesday's class, let me tell you, in simple words, again, don't get into too deep. What Mahatma Phule is doing in Maharashtra, same work is being done by Sri Narayan Guru in Kerala. Everyone, do you understand this point, what I said just now? They both in their own areas are fighting against the caste discrimination. So there are of course some changes. I'm not saying everything is same. So for example, in there, when we were talking about Phule, we studied Satya Shodhak Samaj. Here we will study Sri Narayan Dharm Paripalan Yogam, SNDP. Those who are from Kerala heard about this? Operational event today. It is operational event today. If you ever travel to Kerala, and Those who are from Kerala, yeah, in the coastal areas of Karnataka also. I'm not disputing that, but then he is mainly from Kerala. That's why I'm saying, guys, if I'm not wrong, those who are from Kerala can correct me. I think a yellow color flag is the flag of this SNDP. Everywhere when I travel to Kerala, I could see those yellow flags everywhere on the electric poles and all those things. So, if you ever travel to Kerala, and it's a very beautiful place, you must travel, guys. You will find SNDP very operational even today. Now, let's come back to what exactly is he talking about. See, he comes from a Edava family. Now, please understand, this society or this caste, in those days, caste ridden Kerala society was facing a lot of injustice. They were facing a lot of problems. Even though, all of you please understand, even though they are having almost 25% plus population, they were having a lot of problems in their place. So, Gurudevan or Narayan Guru, he started this Shri Narayan Dharam Paripalan Yogam. And repetition of point. Guys, what will they do? They rejected casteism. They promoted social equality, spiritual freedom. They are promoting, everyone. This red point which I just now wrote, was the same thing not said by Mahatma Jyotiba Phule? All of you tell me. You will tell me. Did the same thing was not spoken? Yes, Zeba, you belong to that. It's a caste. Yes. Some people are mentioning, and Amala is saying that their slogan was one caste, one religion, one God. For all the men. They used to say that, see, for every men, when we say, we are saying everyone. Yogam Roshan. They were that there should be one caste, one religion, one God. Other thing that they clearly cancelled was Chaturvarna. They denounced. They said, we don't agree to the convention of Chaturvarna. Chaturvarna is what? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. They said, we will be opposing it. We denounce it. And in their view, all of you see this very, very important point. They said for upliftment, establishment of temples, establishment of educational institutions is very, very important. They said in order to uplift the people, temples, their establishment, the establishment of educational institutions is very, very important. Everyone, from here only, for temples only, I'll show you. Very important. How many of you have heard about the name of Aravipuram? Everyone. All of you, have you heard this? Aravipuram movement. Okay. Listen to me. 1888, Shivratri was being celebrated. Narayan Guru. Now, we already said he belongs to a so-called lower caste family. What he did was, he installed an idol of Shiva at a place called Aravipuram. That's in Kerala. Now, all of you, what is so unique about this? Everyone, what is so unique if he is installing an icon or idol of Lord Shiva? What is so immense important here? What is of that thing? Why is it so important? How is it so important? Think about this. What's so important here? Guys, please understand. Installation of idols, which we call as consecration, is done by the Brahmins. But then Narayan Guru, in spite of belonging to this caste, he did this. Please understand, the important thing is he is basically questioning. He is questioning the monopoly that the Brahmins have when it comes to consecration. He is like, if a Brahmin can do, why can't I? I can also do it. It does not matter whether I belong to whatever caste. This is a work that should not be only limited to the priests. I can also do this particular work. Everyone, am I clear? All of you, did you understand this movement and what he's trying to do? I will take one extra slide. Everyone, I'll take one extra slide because this movement only led to temple entry movement. Everyone, have you heard about this? Temple entry movement. What is temple entry movement? These people, they were never even allowed to enter the temples. Guys, forget the temple. If let's say this is a temple, even the roads that led to these temples were prohibited for them. So now Narayan Guru is going to fight for this, that the so-called untouchables, they should be allowed to enter this place. Everyone, do you understand this? All of you, do you understand this? No, he gave a very good quotation. If you ask me, I genuinely love the quotation that devoid of dividing walls of caste or race or hatred of rival faith, we all live here in brotherhood. This was the thing that he said, that once we enter the temples here, this was written on the temple that he formed, we have forgotten the division of our caste, our religion. We don't have any rivalry when it comes to our faith. No, temple entry movement will go on everywhere. Have patience. I'm taking extra slide. All of you, I hope this slide is clear. Shivratri, Uni, you just joined. Everyone, I can see who has joined when. You cannot, if you join just now, cannot ask everything that happened before that. I'm really sorry. Please understand, you have to be on time. I can see when people join. Even now, somebody has joined. When the class is already 55 minutes, done. Let's come to temple entry movement. See, the concept is very clear. You all can understand that the temples in which the so-called lower caste and the untouchable people are not allowed, these temples should open their gates for everyone. Everyone, do you understand the demand? Do you understand the demand of temple entry movement? What are they demanding? There are many leaders, and one very important leader is Narayan Guru. Then there was a Vakkom Satyagraha, which was done in Kerala by a person named K.P. Keshav. His demand being, through this Satyagraha, his demand was open the Hindu temples as well as roads to the untouchables. No, it happened much, much later, around 1924. Guys, later even Gandhiji, Everyone, we will study Gandhiji's Harijan Satyagraha later. But you all know Gandhiji also worked here, had toured Kerala to support Vacom. Similarly, when CDM, civil disobedience movement was going on, then also Gandhiji helped to organize a temple entry movement in Kerala. Last but not the least, the work of all this led to that the king of Travancore or Maharaja of Travancore opened all the government controlled temples for all Hindus. Similarly, in Tamil Nadu, Rajaji, Chakravarti Rajaji's government, they, I should write similarly, they did similar work. All of you, they opened the gates of all these temples which were controlled by the government for everyone in those days. Temple entry movement. See, Rajaji is Chakravarti Rajgopalachari Anil. He is a very prominent Congress leader. We will study him later. All of you, Shyam has a question that how did upper caste people know whether the other person belonged to lower caste? Everyone, how did people know what was the caste of other? Anil, I've answered your question. Purva, there were some visible markers like the way of dress. Everyone, for example, the ladies, they would wear the sari in a different manner if they belong to a particular caste. No, color you cannot always say. Guys, on the foreheads, the tika and everything, on foreheads we apply. Similarly, the jobs that people do in those days, for example, everyone listen to me. 8th class NCRT mentions very clearly that when the Britishers were building some new towns, so guys, all of you, when new towns are being constructed, you require people who will make the drains, nala banane ke liye. You require people to make the buildings. Now, all of you, for such jobs, not everybody came. So, the lower caste people would only apply for them. Similarly, your 8th class NCRT mentions World War I was going on. And the soldiers, they needed shoes. But then also, the upper caste people did not want to make shoes because shoes is made from leather. And they thought it to be a dirty job. Again, it was done by the so-called people of the lower castes. Similarly, many such things. Yes, Vetri, you are correct. Vetri, you are correct. Guys, unfortunately, there are many wrong facts. For example, things that have happened in our past. In Kerala, the people, specifically the women of the lower caste, were not allowed to keep clothes on their upper torso. That is, on the upper part of the body. They could not keep the clothes. These were the norms. You cannot do that, Uni. You will be punished. The people were expected to follow these norms of the society in those days. Am I clear, everyone? All of you? Yes, those who are saying you are also correct, please understand. I can tell you, see, unfortunately, what used to happen was, let's say this is a village. In the village also, the settlement was in such a manner that if this is the center, everybody is living here, the untouchables, they would have their hamlets very, very outside. Similarly, they could not wear their slippers. They could not ride, let's say, a lot of these things. No, I'm not getting into this. You all can understand. There are so many, unfortunate, wrong things that happened which should not have happened. Everyone, am I clear? See, again, I'm repeating. Most of these things you will study in your social issues again. But then, can I give you a question right now for practice? No, Anil. Everyone, can you see this question? All of you. Everyone. Question is clear. We have not studied these two. We will study in some minutes. We will do that. Don't worry. But the question is clear or not? The condition of lower caste untouchables and untouchables in the Indian society in the 19th and 20th century needed a lot of improvement, which was tried by reformers like Phule, Narayan Guru, Periyar, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Discuss. Everyone, if I have to write this question, everyone, if I'm writing the question, basically, this would be my contour of the answer. I will give a one line or two line introduction. I will talk about the problems faced by untouchables and the lower caste in our society. Then one paragraph each I will give on Phule, Narayan Guru, Periyar, Ambedkar. And then in the conclusion, I would be writing that the efforts of these great people, how did this change the scenario for them, even if a bit only, but whatever changes were done. Again, a two-line conclusion here. Everyone, am I clear? Everyone, is this clear to you? Thank you, Anil. Now, understand one more thing. If you are asking me, how to do this, see, in my mind, I will be like 20 words, two-liner introduction, 20 words here, maybe now 40, 40, 40, and 40. 10 words here can go anywhere else. Can you see, everyone? Around 40 words on everyone. And in this answer, because I would have a lot to write, I would like to write in. No, you don't have to write these words. Please understand, I'm only writing this to show you. Guys, because for example, if I have to write Phule, now Phule, there are hundreds of things that I can write. So many times I would be in a points. I would be writing in points, not in very long sentences. So, like organization, Satya Shodhak Samaj, book, Gulamgiri, Sarvajanik Satya Dharma. In the bracket only, I would write, in the first line, Phule with his wife, they worked for, let's say, widow remarriage, girl education. Everyone, getting my point? Now, all of you, some people are asking, should we count words in the exam? Everyone, should you do that? All of you, should you count the words? So all of you tell me, how do we know how many words have we written? All of you, how do we know how many words we have written? Write so many answers before your exam that you are totally confident that you know that in one line how many words are we writing, and you come close to that. This comes with practice. Nobody has to count the words. Okay, I'm moving ahead, guys, because again, 1 hour 10 minutes and hardly we have done 5-6 names here, which is very, very slow at this moment. Okay, let's move ahead. Very important. Not in this which. Heard this name, Justice Movement? All of you heard this movement, Justice Movement? Present day Tamil Nadu, those days Madras Presidency. When was it formed? Around 1917. And who formed it? C.N. Mudaliar, T.M. Nair, and P. Tyagaraja. They did a series of non-Brahmin meetings, and they led to formation of this particular justice movement. Everyone, in Hindi, justice is nyay. Everyone, justice, you all understand the word justice. Tell me, what justice do they want? They are demanding separate representation of lower castes in the legislature. All of you, they are demanding social justice. Now, you will ask me, sir, why do they need social justice? The reason for this is that in these societies, the Brahmins, they have got a disproportionate representation. Disproportionate Brahminical representation is there in these society when it comes to government, it's a jobs. So maybe they are population wise only 8%, but then they have got more than 80% of the jobs. So the justice movement is demanding that the Brahmins who have got this disproportionate representation, that representation should be brought down, and rather they should be given this representation, they should be given rather separate representation at this moment. And all this led to the formation of Justice Party in your Tamil Nadu or Madras in those days. And their demand only led to later day reservation being provided to the lower castes in the states of Madras and parts of Mysore in those days. Everyone, am I clear with justice movement? See, if you have some idea, Justice Party only later they led to Dravid Kadgam. Later, this Dravid Kadgam became DMK, Dravid Munnetra Kadgam. And later, this DMK, from this only, your AIADMK, All India Anna Dramuk Munnetra Kadgam, the two major political parties of Tamil Nadu, they all trace their origins to this Dravidian movement that happened in Tamil Nadu or Madras in those days. Everyone, I'm not getting into this. We will slightly see this in post-independence when I'm teaching you the language issue. Am I clear, everyone? Uni, you have understood everything wrong here. That's the problem. I never said Brahmins are lower caste. I never ever said that. Now, E.V. Rama Sami. Heard this name, everyone? Not exactly Musharraf. Heard this? Also known as Periyar. What does Periyar mean, everyone? What does Periyar mean? Everyone, what do you mean by Periyar? The respected one. It's a title. The great sage. You know, again comes from Madras. Now listen to me very carefully, everyone. He comes from a middle class family. In his initial days, he was an ascetic and had studied Sanskrit scriptures very carefully. He had studied this Sanskrit scriptures in those days. Now, became a member of Congress. Initially, he joined Congress and he was attending one of the function of Congress. Guys, in this function, there was a feast. And in this feast, seating arrangements, that is how people would sit, was done on the basis of caste distinctions. Everyone, I don't know how many of you know this or understand this. When in villages and all, there is a feast, bhoj. Many times the seating arrangement would be based on the caste system. Okay, Brahmins will sit here, Kshatriyas will sit there, Vaishyas will sit there. Okay, Shudras or the so-called lower castes, they will sit over there. So E.V. Ramaswamy Naik, when he saw that Congress also is doing such a thing, he was very, very unhappy. And he was full of disgust and quit Congress. So E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar has quit the Congress at this moment because he's very, very unhappy with this sort of attitude of Congress. Everyone, do you understand this much? And he decides to start the self-respect movement. All of you, just the previous slide, we have studied Justice Party movement. So self-respect movement began in 1925, Madras. So if anyone asks self-respect movement or justice movement, which began earlier, the answer will be justice movement began earlier. But the theme of both these movements, whether it is self-respect or justice, is anti-Brahmanism. They both are doing the same work here, anti-Brahmanism. And the core ideology here is, as the name clearly suggests, everyone, number one, they are saying that the untouchables, they need to fight for their dignity. They need to fight for their self-respect. You have to fight for your dignity. And their core ideology, that's why, is fully dependent on rationalism and humanism. Please understand. Yes, Anurag, I'll tell you that quotation. Give me 1 minute. I'll come to that quotation. All of you, what do they want? Or what does Mr. Periyar want? His idea is that the non-Brahmins, they should also get, they should get? One, education. Number two, wealth. And number three, influence. Guys, Mr. Periyar and their movement is saying Brahmins have got education, Brahmins have got wealth, Brahmins have got influence. Now it is the turn of the non-Brahmins that they should also get all these things. It cannot be only the prerogative of one person or one community. Everyone, he is a very, very rational man. And he advocates for women's rights. He says women should also get education, should have their personal choice, should get the property. In those days, he condemned the orthodox arranged marriages. He asked that the women should be given the right to divorce their husbands under reasonable circumstances. And criticized the hypocrisy. Sorry, I've written wrong spelling. Just give me a second. Criticized the hypocrisy of chastity being applied only on women and said apply it on men also. Why should only the women, prove that they have been true? Why don't you apply the same logic on men? All of you, every one of you. Based on these 4 points, can I say that he is very, very pro women? Every one of you. Can I say this? He is demanding all these things to be given to the women also. Why should, the women not have these? Thank you, everyone. He is a firm critic. Okay, some people are not understanding this point. Hypocrisy. Everyone, what is hypocrisy? Guys, what is hypocrisy? Hypocrisy is one rule for one, another rule for another. So he is criticizing this inequality in the society when it comes to men and women on the point of chastity. In simple Hindi, those who are asking, hypocrisy means pakhand, pakhandi. In English, the another meaning will be double standards. In Hindi, another word will be dhong karna. All of you, what is the meaning of chastity? Do you understand what is chastity? Do you understand this? What is chastity? Absolutely, Vetri. Purity. Women, he is questioning the logic of the society. Why should only the women prove that they are pure, they are totally virtuous? Why are the same rules not applied to the men? Everyone, do you get my point? Why should the women keep on trying to prove that they are pure, they are virtuous, they are this, that? Why don't you apply the same rules? Why don't you ask the similar questions to the men? That's the double standard of the society. One rule for the men, another rule for the women. Everyone, am I clear? All of you, is this point totally clear to you? No, he criticizes some of the holy textbooks also. No, he has heavily criticized them. If you ask me, for example, he criticizes Manusmriti, Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana. He has criticized all this. Manusmriti, Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana. He has been a critic of all these Hindu scriptures. He has criticized all these Hindu scriptures, and his logic is that these texts, they have been written to establish the authority of Brahmanas over the lower caste, to establish the domination of men over women. So he's criticizing all these textbooks and saying that this is because of this. That these books have been written in such a manner that the men's authority over women, the authority of the Brahmanas over the lower caste is established. No, see, that is also the thing. He also, he says that the Dravidians, that is the South Indian people, they are the true upholders of the Indian society. He says Aryans, they came from outside the country. They subjugated the original, people who lived in this land, and they made them under them. So he says that these Dravidians, they are the true upholders of the society. Last but not the least, some of you might know the Tamil diaspora is very, very strong, not only in Tamil Nadu, but the other areas like Singapore, Malaysia. In those, all the areas, this self-respect movement became very, very popular. And as Anurag was saying earlier, I will end this with a very, very important quotation. Very important quotation. We are fit to think of self-respect only when the notion of superior and inferior caste is banished from our land. This stratification that we have done as far as our society is concerned, where some castes they are superior, other castes are inferior. Periyar is saying that we can think of self-respect only when this notion that is there in our society where some are superior, others are inferior, that comes to an end. Am I clear? Everyone, some of you are asking me the meaning of diaspora. I will not tell you. Why I will not tell you? Because that means whoever is asking me the meaning of diaspora, that means you have never looked into the syllabus. Please go back, look at the syllabus of your mains exam, GS paper 2, last line, last few words. You will see this. Am I clear? Everyone. Everyone. All of you. The next name that I'm going to do is not that important. Your 8th class NCERT also hardly has not even taken the name. And the next name, as I told you now, the only important man left here is one, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and the another one is your uh, Syed Ahmad Khan. So here, first of all, we will do Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The more you study about this great man, the better it would be for your UPSC. That's the only line that I can say right now. Am I clear? Now for 2 minutes, listen to me. He does a satyagraha known as Mahar Satyagraha, also known as Chaudhar Tale Satyagraha. He does this satyagraha in 1927 on 20th March in Raigad district of Maharashtra, and this is known as Social Empowerment Day in our country today. We celebrate this day as Social Empowerment Day. So everyone, will you remember this date or not? Hopefully you will. Please remember this date, Social Empowerment Day, 20th March 1927. Now what is this satyagraha? Please understand. In those days, the so-called untouchable people, they were not allowed to drink water from the tanks. Those tanks which were reserved for the upper caste people. See, everyone, why I keep on using the word so-called? Because two things. Number one, Article 17 of our constitution has totally banned, eradicated untouchability, and that's why under any circumstance, we should not be, doing anything which promotes or which even, supports that. That's number one. Number two, in my opinion, just like Periyar, he says that there should not be this division on the basis of superior or inferior, lower, upper. This is a totally wrong division. That's why I keep on using that. So somebody who is asking that, hopefully you are clear with this. Now, please understand, the untouchables, they were not allowed to use the, let's say, tanks reserved by the upper castes. Now, what happened is, Bombay Legislative Council, they passed a resolution. Bombay Legislative Council has passed a resolution, and under this resolution, they said all the places which are built and maintained by the government, they should be open for everyone. Guys, do you understand this? This they are saying is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is saying that any place, which is built by, which is maintained by the government, in that there should be no discrimination when it comes to, caste. So if anyone, whichever caste they belong, if they want to consume water or use that, they are allowed. The problem was it could not be implemented because there were protests by the upper caste Hindus, because there is a place called Mahad. It is in Bombay only. And in Mahad, the people wanted, the council wanted that, see, give everyone the right to use these, water sources and all that. But it could not be done because the upper castes protested. That's why on this day, 20th March 1927, Dr. Ambedkar, along with thousands of his supporters, went to a tank known as Chowdar tank, consumed water from that tank. That is, he drank water from the tank, and later his thousands of supporters did the same. And thus, they broke this particular law, which was not allowing them to drink water from these tanks. Last but not the least, he also asked the Dalit women to abandon the old customs and recognizable markers. Some of you were asking that how did people know who belonged to lower caste? So in the case of women, the way they used to wear sari, that would tell the people whether they belong to lower caste or not. So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is asking the Dalit women, you should not do anything through which, those old customs, they get reinforced. No need to wear the sari in a particular manner that tells the people that you belong to a so-called lower caste, or for that matter, to a untouchable category. Am I clear, everyone? All of you, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, am I clear? His name will come many times later also. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. His name will come many times later also. Am I clear with this? Done. Tank, Shushti. We'll take break after some time. Gaurav, they brought the caste laws, nothing more than that. Yeah, he entered the temple entry movement, Shubham. Sanskar will not be doing that because that's more than, after independence that is happening. Okay. Annihilation of caste is the, pamphlet brought out by him. And we will see Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, whatever he has written in the press chapter, not here. Chowdar tank is the name of that tank here. That's the thing. Bombay Legislative Council, Ayush. See, for those who are asking, in 1923, he set up a body called Bahishkrit Hitkarni Sabha. In English, if you translate it, Outcasts Welfare Association. We will see that thing later. We will see him when we are doing Gandhiji also. Yes, we will see him Pune and all that thing. Yes, he is a great economist, no doubt about that. We'll see that all. No, he turned to Buddhism. But then, guys, please understand why I'm not telling this thing about that, why he embraced Buddhism. Please understand. He embraced Buddhism on which day? Anyone? Anyone a follower? Anyone who knows on which date did this great man, embraced Buddhism? Those who are saying 16, you are wrong. Shubhangi is correct. October 14, 1956. Shubham, that's the same thing. No, those who are saying any other date, you are wrong. Getting my point? Saurav, you are wrong. This happened after independence. He embraced Buddhism. But then please understand, I'm not getting into this. The logic you all can understand is because it has happened after independence. And our mandate right now is only till, your 1947 15th August. Those who are asking what is the importance of this date, please understand, on this day Baba Sahib Bhimrao Ambedkar had embraced Buddhism. Anyone from Nagpur here? All of you? Anyone from Nagpur? If anyone is from Nagpur, or if you have traveled to Nagpur, I would suggest you to go to, the Diksha Bhumi. That's the place, you should go. Very beautiful place. Diksha Bhumi, where you are taking Diksha. That's why it's called your Diksha Bhumi. So done with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and let us do one more and then take a break. Chaitya Bhumi, I think it's Diksha Bhumi. Stephen, you are confusing me. I went to that place 3-4 years ago. I think it's Diksha Bhumi. Please check it now. Please check. Okay. Madan Mohan Malviya. See, Sandeep, I cannot answer that. Everyone, Madan Mohan Malviya, heard him? His title was Mahamana. That means a great man. Many of you know him as the founder of Banaras Hindu University, BHU's founder. And if you all don't know, then let me tell you one thing, very, very important, that in 1918, he was the president of Delhi Congress session. And in that, he suggested Satyamev Jayate. Everyone heard this slogan? Satyamev Jayate. In English, if I translate it, truth alone triumphs. This slogan, Satyamev Jayate, was taken from Mundaka Upanishad, already asked in UPSC. This question has already been asked, that Satyamev Jayate was taken from which of the following Upanishads? The answer is Mundaka Upanishad. And in this, he said that this should be the slogan for the nation. Now, guys, why are we studying him here? This is the information. Now, why are we studying Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya here? Because he established Bharat Dharma Mahamandal. Now, you will ask me, why did he establish this? He established this for the propagation of Sanatan Dharma and the Hindu culture. Now, guys, the logic here is that right now you saw many people who were criticizing the Hindu religion. So under these circumstances, Madan Mohan Malviya started this in order to protect, in order to defend Hinduism from the criticism that it was facing from within and outside. There were critics who were constantly criticizing your Hindu religion. So Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya formed this Bharat Dharma Mahamandal with a lot of its offshoots all over the country, with the only purpose to defend the great religion, Hinduism. Guys, we will study him later. Along with Gandhiji, he is also forming Harijan Sevak Sangh, and he has been awarded with the Bharat Ratna. He has been awarded with Bharat Ratna at this point of time. In 2014, it was announced. In 2015, it was given to him. Everyone, clear? All of you, only 3 slides are left. And in this 3 slide, we will do, and we are done with the Hindu reform movements. Not very important. Again, guys, these, most of them are not given in your Bipin Chandra. Please understand. That day only I told you chapters. Now most of them are not there. So last 3 movements. Radha Swami movement, Vokaliga Sangha, and Dharm Sabha. Now, one thing, see, these are not mostly given in the books. That's why, again, I'm advising do it in the class in a proper manner. One thing all of you must understand, बहुत clearly समझो. Those people who ask for break before 2 hours, you are making a cardinal mistake. Minimum prelims is also of 2 hours. At least inculcate the habit for sitting for 2 hours. Those who cannot have this much patience also, that they sit for 2 hours, think about this. How are you going to appear in the prelims and all? Very tough. So please have that particular habit. Coming to this, out of these three, the only important one would be this. Very less important, very less important. These two are very, very less important. Radha Swami movement around Agra started by Shiv Dayal Singh, and their logic was all religions, they are true. They said all the religions are true, and for spiritual attainment, no need to renunciate worldly life. No need to leave your, if I'm living a family life, he's saying that there is no need to leave the family and then attain spirituality. They don't believe in, no belief in temples. Rather, they believe that uh, charity, service. Similarly, Vokaliga Sangha started in Mysore around 1905, and this is also an anti-Brahmin movement started in Mysore. Not that important, only one line about them you should know. Lastly is Dharm Sabha, started in 1830 by a man named Radhakant Dev. Now, why I put 3 or 2 stars on him? Because everyone, they believed in status quo. That is, they are a revivalist movement amongst the Hindus. What they are saying, they even opposed abolition of sati. They said no, sati is a part of our religion, and their point was sati should continue as far as the Hindus are concerned. But then they did promote Western education even for girls. Lastly, basically, they are a rival to Brahmo Samaj. Whatever Raja Ram Mohan Roy is doing, this man used to oppose it. So Dharm Sabha is a rival of that. As you can see, they wanted to work in close collaboration with the British in our country. Everyone, clear? Bengal. Sham, it is also in Bengal. I told you, it's a rival to Brahmo Samaj. Megha, they are opposing. They are opposing. They are saying, no, it should be there. He was also against widow remarriage. Yes, yes. So basically, they are saying no interference in the customs of the Hindus. There should not be any change with regards to with regards to that. Around 1861. Everyone, am I clear? Anjali, because so many people keep on asking what to do. Okay, I told Navya, anti-Brahman movement. Shashank, because they don't want any change in our customs. Zeba, Radhakant Dev. Okay, guys, the timing is 7:52. You have a break till 8:02. Everyone, am I audible? See, I'll tell you one thing. Somebody is asking me how to increase concentration, sit for longer duration without getting restless. See, one of the things that I always feel is that when we are studying, a lot of times our mind, moves everywhere in the world. So one thing to remove that is, or to reduce that is, that when you are attending the lecture, keep on jotting down something. I'm not saying make the notes, but listen to me. But when you are listening to me, okay, sir is saying something, I'm also writing Radha Swami 1861, something you are writing. Another thing to make it better is, you know when you wake up in the morning, try to do a 5 to 10 minutes meditation. The whole logic of meditation is those 5-10 minutes, just don't think anything, just try to be very still, very calm. It helps a lot. And whether you agree or not, though I have left this, but earlier I used to do it in my preparation days, your yoga also helps a lot. you know Yoga helps a lot, there is no doubt about this. It I'll tell you, uh, I have a friend of mine, now he's in foreign service. So he was struggling a lot in those days in his attempt in which he cleared the exam. He's now posted in South America. So what he started to do is he started to wake up early, would go for a 10-minute walk in a small garden or anywhere. And in those 10 minutes, he used to say that he would only think of good and positive things. That, okay, this thing will happen to me, this is the good thing that's going to happen. And he would try to keep himself calm in those 10 minutes. So these things, you can do. See, all of you, I have my full sympathy with you people. I know this exam is not that easy. But then let me tell you, you people have started, you are giving your 100%, and ultimately, out of you, only some people will clear this exam. Aliens don't clear the exam. Ultimately, students who have given their 100% for a longer period of time have kept, it's like a marathon. Don't take it like a 100-meter race. So keep your, enthusiasm, have the higher concentration, and then it's done. See, I can talk endlessly about it, but then again and again, I'm saying to you, see, I have given you my mail ID. You people, whenever you have any issues, you can always write over there. Getting my point? You know, you have to write there. Yeah, Steven, that happened. Okay, let's begin. 4 minutes have gone in this small speech. And last slide of the Hindu reform movements. That's Sharda Act. Heard about this, everyone? Yes, Gaurav. All of you, have you heard Sharda Act? Okay. Also known as Child Marriage Restraint Act 1929. Guys, under this, the minimum age for marriage, 14 for girls, 18 for boys. This was fixed to handle the problem of child marriage in those days. As you can understand, applied to whole British India, but as it happens with many acts, it only remained on paper, never actually the British tried to implement it. Am I clear, everyone? All of you, this is to handle the problem of child marriage. Before independence, this was the age for marriage for boys and girls. Please understand, 1929. Am I clear, everyone? 1929 and came into being in 1930. The British India passed this law but really did not implement it on grounds. Only 2 slides. How many of you have heard them? Hindus are done. All the Hindu reform movements are done. We are moving into Parsi reform movements. All of you. Okay, guys, one thing I forgot, and Siddhant is correct. Siddhant is asking, why is it called Sharda Act? That is because it was proposed by Rai Sahab Harbilas Sharda. And it will not be Sharda, it will be Sarda. Just a second. Guys, it was brought by Rai Sahab Harbilas Sharda. That's why the name, from his name, the act is called as a Sharda Act. Am I clear? Siddhant, thank you for reminding me. And Priyal, thanks, Siddhant. Okay, guys. Parsis, heard about them? All of you. Yes, it's a religion of our country. Yes, smallest number population wise. Smallest when it comes to India. Now, also known as Zoroastrianism. Yeah, Ratan Tata, Hindujas, sorry, no, Ratan Tata's Godrej, they all are. Okay. What is the problem here? See, this is mainly in Bombay. 1851, they have formed Rehnumai Mazden Sabha. Now, this is the name of their organization. Many prominent people are involved with this organization, but one very, very important name is Dada Bhai Naroji. Dada Bhai Naroji is one very prominent name associated with Parsis. Later, another body is formed, Parsi Law Association. The major work of all these bodies is to uplift the status of women. The women in the Parsi religion, they want that their social position be improved. The women should also get the inheritance in, I would say, father's property. So that is the reason they have formed it. And for prelims, the most important point is Rast Goftar is the name of their newspaper. Its meaning is truth teller. In Gujarati, Anglo-Gujarati, it was brought, and Rast Goftar, through this, they would tell the people what are they working for, what are their goals, what are their targets. That's the thing. Dada Bhai Naroji, the most important leader. We have already seen him in the economic history chapter. We will see him again next week in the other chapters also. Am I clear, everyone? All of you clear? Only one slide. Don't go beyond this. Don't go beyond this. Now see here. All of you. Everyone, can you see the 6 names? Aligarh, Titu Mir, Wahhabi, Deoband, Faraizi, Ahmadiyya. Can you see the 6 names? Now, let me be very clear. My personal expectation is that if there will be any question from the Muslim reform movements, maximum this. It will not go beyond this. Number 2, why I'm saying so, I will tell you that after half an hour. Once I'm complete with all the 6, I will tell you why I think there would not be questions on this chapter. Less chance. Number 2, NCRT, your Bipin Chandra, only mentions this movement and one more name, Muhammad Iqbal. NCRT has not mentioned other movements, but Spectrum has mentioned the other movements. And that is why I am dealing with these 6-7 movements. One by one, let me start with Aligarh. All of you, just one page, chapter 11, Aligarh, study from Bipin Chandra. Other than that, for this entire Muslim reform movements, no need to consult either Spectrum or Bipin Chandra. Everyone, am I clear with this? Only one page of Aligarh, chapter 11, you will study. Nothing else. Let me start now. Everyone heard the name of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Heard this name? Look at this. He has been given the title of Sir. That means the Britishers have given him the title of Sir. And he is the founder of the movement known as Aligarh movement. Now, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, all of you, like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, please see here. Wednesday's class, all of you remember, did I say Raja Ram Mohan Roy wanted to inculcate modern scientific thought? So similarly, Syed Ahmad Khan also believed in modern scientific thought. But then, guys, the difference is that Syed Ahmad Khan wanted this modern scientific thought that it should be reconciled with Islam. All of you, Syed Ahmad Khan believed that the Muslim religion should accept, should adopt this modern scientific thought. Thank you, Saurav. Everyone, page number 226, chapter 11, Bipin Chandra, for this. Everyone, Syed Ahmad Khan, see what he says. He says that Quran is the only authoritative text for the Muslims. Everyone understand? Syed Ahmad Khan is saying that as far as the Muslims are concerned, the only important and the most important book is Quran. In his view, all other Islamic writings are secondary. Please understand, guys. Syed Ahmad Khan is trying to say that there might be many books, no doubt about that. There are many holy textbooks in Islam, but the most important holy textbook as far as Islam is concerned is Quran. And he, like many other, has worked a lot for Muslim women. He says that the Muslim women should be given similar political and economic rights. You know, in those days, please understand, guys, in those days, he opposed practices like parda, he had opposed polygamy, and he has even opposed the practices of easy divorces which were given in Islam. He said these are wrong. And most of you have already mentioned, most of you know about this. He is mostly known for Mohammedan Anglo Oriental College, which presently is known as your Aligarh Muslim University. Now, let me tell you one thing very clearly, guys. Mohammedan Muslims, Anglo, that means Western, Oriental, that is Eastern, English and Eastern, and college. But that does not mean that this college was only for the Muslim students. Hindu students also could go there. Hindu teachers were also there. Sanskrit was also taught here. So all this was done around this time. This college was set up in 1875. Now, all his life, please understand everyone, he wanted that Muslims should cooperate with British. Everyone, he knew that the Muslims need to cooperate with British and should go for reforms. Persuaded Muslims to go for modern education, because he believed that if the Muslims don't take or don't go for modern education compared to the Hindus, they will always remain backward in India. As you can understand, guys, his movement is known as Aligarh movement. So his supporters are called Aligarh School, and his very, very famous magazine's name is Tehzeeb ul Akhlaq. Through this magazine, he used to, I would say, propagate the ideas in those days, what things he believed in. So his progressive ideas, he would propagate through this particular thing. Everyone, is Aligarh movement clear? All of you? Yes, you are correct. I can definitely say this is a reformist movement. No doubt about that. This is a reformist. See, Sayyid Ahmad Khan is slightly a divisive figure in our history. Many people say that for the first time, this idea of Pakistan, he never used this term, but this comes from his, thinking only. Muhammad, when it got the status of university, Payal, that way we have said in the first class only, there were lots of problems that exist today also. We are not saying all the problems have ended. Nobody has said that. Guys, Tehdeeb ul Akhlaq or Tehzeeb ul Akhlaq, Praveen. Everyone, now come to this one. Who all have heard this? Wahhabi or Waliullah? Everyone, have you heard this name? Wahhabi movement or Waliullah movement? Revivalist. All of you. This is one of the most, I would say, hardline form of Islam that is practiced here. So, this is a revivalist movement started by Abdul Wahab. Everyone, please see, from the name Wahab comes the word Wahhabi, and the other founder is Saint Shah Waliullah. Everyone, can you see the names? Why this is known as your Wahhabi or your Waliullah? Every one of you. See here. Founder name is Wahab. So Wahhabi. Waliullah. So Waliullah. He's from Delhi and he's from Arabia. Now, guys, in India, their teachings were popularized by Sayyid Ahmad Barelvi. So he has made this famous. No, Shayank. I told at the very beginning, either you were not in the class. Now, all of you, why did I say it to be revivalist? Listen to me very carefully. They are saying that Islam has got corrupted. That is, wrong things have come in Islam. So their point is they are advocating a return to the Islamic society which existed during the times of Prophet Muhammad. Sorry, last word is incorrect. All of you understand? Their point is that the Islamic religion has got distorted. It has got a lot of corruptions. So we should go back to the society which existed in Arabia in the medieval times when Prophet Muhammad was there. So all of you, can you understand why did I term it to be revivalist? Everyone, can you understand why I said it to be revivalist? They are saying go back to a particular era, you know, old time, and accept that. Now, listen to the other part of this. Guys, later it was given political color. That is till now. It is what? All of you, till now it is religious. But now they are saying, they said, and I'll take black for this. They said, India is right now Darul Harb. We need to make India Darul Islam. All of you, what is Darul Harb? They are saying India is right now land of infidels, and we need to make it land of pure, land of Muslims. All of you, can you understand this? This is the political color. They are saying India is the country of Hindus, Sikhs. We need to convert it into a country of Muslims. Please understand, guys. Yes, infidels in Hindi, those who are writing, is kafir. Everyone, please see here. For this, clearly it means they wanted a Muslim homeland, and they had issued a fatwa. Fatwa means an order for this. Now, very carefully listen to my next 2-3 lines. At this moment, this movement had begun in Punjab. And in Punjab, in those days, Raja Ranjit Singh, everyone belong to which religion? All of you belong to which religion? And guys, they believed even Sikh are what? Infidels. So initially, they fought against Raja Ranjit Singh. Now, all of you tell me, later in Punjab, who was there? Sikh were replaced by the Britishers. Sikh were removed and the Britishers started to rule. That's why Wahhabis fought against the English. And all of you, by chance, at this moment, 1857 revolt was going on. So the Wahhabis joined 1857 revolt at this moment. Everyone, am I clear with this? All of you, can you see how did the Wahhabi movement join the 1857 revolt? They joined the 1857 revolt because at this moment, by chance, in India, 1857 revolt was going on. Last but not the least, the word sedition in your IPC came because the Britishers brought it to suppress your Wahhabi movement. Everyone, am I clear? All of you. All of you, Wahhabis were suppressed by the Britishers. It took them some years, but finally they were able to suppress Wahhabi movement. Now, everyone, very simple question I'm asking. Think logically. A movement which calls India to be made from Darul Harb to Darul Islam, don't you think it is slightly controversial? Everyone, don't you think it becomes slightly controversial? And that is why, I might be wrong, but my thinking says that UPSC would try to avoid this Wahhabi movement. UPSC would not like to question Wahhabi movement in our exam. Are you getting my point, everyone? That is why one of the points is Bipin Chandra has not even taught Wahhabi movement. Bipin Chandra, Wahhabi movement has not been taught. It is in spectrum. That's why I taught to you. Getting my point, everyone? All of you. Dekho, what has happened in the past has happened. But now I think UPSC will not like to ask this question and tomorrow get into a controversy type thing. But anyways, important points I have told you. This much you should know. Don't do PhD. Everyone, 50 times I would have said, don't do PhD in this chapter. Otherwise, you will waste your time. All of you. Let's come to Titu Mir. All of you who are from Bengal, it is in your area that this Titu Mir movement is going on. Original name, Mir Nithar Ali. His original name is Nithar Ali. Sorry, Mir Nisar Ali. Sorry. Mir Nisar Ali. Now, everyone, Titu Mir. See here. Adopted Wahhabism. So, guys, can you see? He is a disciple of Sayyid Ahmad Barelvi. Everyone, please see. He is a disciple of Sayyid Ahmad Barelvi. And most of you must have heard this term. This man wants Sharia law. All of you, what is Sharia? Sharia is the personal laws of the Muslims. So he wants that the Sharia laws should be adopted. Now, why are we studying him? Because he has started a peasant movement in Bengal. And again, all of you, this peasant movement is against British planters as well as the Hindu landlords, the Hindu zamindars. And he fought with the Britishers and died around 1831. So all of you, can you see again here? He's fighting against whom? Hindu landlords. That is why, again, I'm saying chances are very less that there would be a question on Titu Mir. But if there will be a question, remember, from where? Bengal. What has he done? Fighting against the Hindu landlords and the British planters. 2-3 information. Now, similarly, Faraizi started in Bengal, a place called Faridipur. Pratik, I told you, he is also adopting Wahhabism, calling for Sharia. Same thing. All of you, founder name is Haji Shariatullah. The founder is Haji Shariatullah, but the real popularity comes when the son of Haji Shariatullah, whose name is Dudu Mian, is leading this particular movement. Now, this movement, Faraizi also, everyone please observe this, is a peasant movement in Bengal. And they want, Dudu Mian wants egalitarian ideology to be subscribed. Anyone, can you tell me what is egalitarian ideology? All of you, can you tell me what is egalitarian ideology? Equality, equal rights for all. So all of you, see here, what Dudu Mian is saying. Everyone, look here. Dudu Mian is saying land belongs to God. That is Zameen. Bhagwan ki hai. All the land belongs to the God. And all the men, they are born equal. So everyone is born equal. So his point is, that no one has the right to levy tax on it. That means, guys, Dudumia is saying, Dudumia is saying that anything that comes out of the land, nobody should tax that. That means basically the agricultural products should not be taxed. So the Britishers who are collecting taxes from the farmers, they should not collect it. Yes, Krishna, you are correct. You are correct. So basically, he's talking about a classless society where everybody is equal. Everyone is Faraizi clear? Yeah, Afreen, it is. Everyone is Faraizi clear? Again, don't go beyond this. Where, who, what? Done. Not anything else. Don't go beyond this. How many of you have heard Ahmadiyya? All of you. How many of you have heard Ahmadiyya movement? Now, this is in Kadia. Kadia is in Punjab. Anyone from this area here? Any one of you from Kadia, Punjab? See, the founder's name is Mirza Ghulam Ahmad. All of you, can you see why the name Ahmadiyya? Because the founder is Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, 1835 till 1909, born in Kadia, Punjab. Now, all of you understand, this is a controversial part amongst the Islam itself. Many supporters of Islam, they do not accept Ahmadiyyas as a part of their religion. Why? Please understand that. The reason is because Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, he claimed that he is a awaited Masiha. Guys, what do you understand by Masiha? Do you understand Masiha? Everyone, it's a Hindi term. If I say, it's not an English term. You know, somebody sent by the God as a savior to help the people, protector. So he said he is a Masiha about whom Prophet Muhammad had prophesied. And Holy Quran has mentioned about him. Now, all of you, please understand. When he said that, see, I'm a Masiha about whom Prophet Muhammad, had already said earlier, Holy Quran has mentioned about me. Many of the supporters of Islam, they felt this is blasphemy. This is something totally against the religion. He said that he is a renewer. That means he is a mujahid of Islam. He again said that the current Islamic religion has got corrupted, and that is why the God has chosen him to do an intervention. That is, Allah has chosen him that you should go and renew the faith. And in his view, the different world religions, they all are propounded by the God, and they all are part of the God's plan towards the establishment of one ultimate religion, which in this case will be Islam. Again, all of you, do you understand that this also becomes slightly controversial? In many countries, for example, that's not the best example, but then Pakistan, they have banned, and the Ahmadiyyas don't have all the rights which other sects of Islam have. Many people, they are, because of this, they find it to be something which is against the Islamic religion also. Okay, Dhana, Masiha, I'll take that. Everyone, am I clear? Ziba, not exactly. Not exactly. All of you, am I clear? Now, everyone, have you heard about Deoband? All of you, have you heard about Deoband? Western UP. Absolutely, guys. In UP, you have a small town near Saharanpur, which is known as Deoband. So, for a minute, Everyone observe the something which I'm showing you. See, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, please tell me everyone, is he a supporter of British or he opposes British rule? Everyone, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, is he supporter of British? Okay, so let me say here, they are opponents of British. In fact, they call for jihad. Jihad means holy war. They call for holy war against British. Now, number two, all of you, does Syed Ahmad Khan advocate Western education? All of you, does Syed Ahmad Khan advocate Western education? We saw now, where did it go? Mohammedan Anglo Oriental. Anglo is what? English. So let me write here. They want pure teachings of Quran to be taught to the Muslims. Everyone, Syed Ahmad Khan was a reformist movement. Can I say Deoband is a revivalist movement? All of you, you give me the permission, I will write this. Deoband is totally opposite of Syed Ahmad Khan. It is a revivalist movement. Last but not the least, all of you, I told you, in the later days of his life, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan had differences with Congress and opposed and thought that maybe Hindus and Muslims may not be, having the similar goals. On the other hand, Deobandis believed in Congress and advocated for peaceful coexistence between Hindus and Muslims. All of you, please understand. Deobandis are saying no. In India, both Hindus and Muslims, they can stay together. They can survive together. This is in response to later day when people started demanding that no, we should have two different countries. Last but not the least, if anyone asks you the founder name, Mahmud Hassan. And Rashid Ahmad Gangohi and Qasim Nanotwi. Nothing more than this. Everyone, more than sufficient. There are some more points in the slide, but they are not that important. If you focus this much, it is very, very important. Yes, Shibli Nomani was one of the prominent supporters of this. Lucknow was, in those days, he had formed a body here. But then, even now in news, many times you will hear Deoband's name. They keep on issuing sermons and, the advices to the Muslim society. Yes, Darul Uloom. Everyone, correct. Krishna, you are correct. All of you. Now, all of you, if you see here, everyone, if for 2 minutes, hold on and listen to me very carefully. Sanskar, have patience. Everyone, if you see here very carefully, in one place, I have given you all the information for Muslims. And I'm using the green. One question can be, out of these, that these movements, they started where? Bengal, Punjab. This is Uttar Pradesh. Now, Founder Ocean. These are the founders. The book's name, this anyways I've said, is important. Deoband, I've already written UP. Okay. Then important things like their founder's name. Similarly, if anyone asks who propagated egalitarian ideology, now some of you are asking about Iqbal, the seventh name which is mentioned here. And this I am not teaching. Your work is to read. Anyone, can you tell me Iqbal is on which page number? Is it on 227 or 228? Can anyone tell me Iqbal, page 227 or 228? Anyone who has the book, if you tell me 229. Okay, guys. Iqbal is on page number 229. Two paragraphs on Iqbal. You will read the two paragraphs on your own. If you leave it also, there will not be a problem. Iqbal, please understand, guys, he wrote which famous poem? Which famous poem was written by Iqbal? Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara. And later, he only came to what? He wrote Tarana-e-Pakistan. Getting my point? He is the ideologue of Pakistan, and I don't think UPSC will ask anything on Iqbal also. Anyways, one page, 229, two paragraphs. Please read on your own. That is your homework. If you don't read also, I don't have a problem. I don't think anything should come on this. And we are going to the last part of our chapter. Everyone, Sikh reform movements. 4 reform movements we will see here. Not many, but 4 will be there. See, the first one was by Baba. Sorry, I wrote wrong spelling. By Baba Dayal Das. And this is known as Nirankari. All of you, have you heard Nirankari word? Everyone, have you heard Nirankari word? Guys, Nirankar, that is one who believes in one formless God. They don't believe in any God which has a form. That means clearly, guys, they are against idol worship. Let's say of human gurus. Those who are from Punjab or those who know this, anyone, can you tell me? He started something called Anand Karaj. Do you know what is Anand Karaj? Yes, Vichy. Everyone, do you know what is Anand Karaj? Simple, it's a joyous deed. Simple marriage. All of you. Sikh religion was facing one major issue where the marriages would be very, very costly. And we have already said it led to a lot of female infanticides. So Baba Dayal Das came up with the idea of Anand Karaj. It's a very simple marriage rituals. If you all know, go to a Gurudwara. In the Gurudwara, Guru Granth Sahib is there. Now you all know this is the holy textbook of Sikh people. Now around Guru Granth Sahib, you will see the priests. They would be singing the 4 relevant hymns. Hymns means shloks. The 4 relevant hymns would be sung around the Guru Granth Sahib and the marriages would be performed. All of you, simple marriage. Everyone, are you clear with this? Everyone, am I clear with this? Now you all know. The problem is what we people do, we distort the good things done by our, leaders. Now today what happens is, this marriage would happen in simple manner, but later a big party would be thrown. So the whole purpose of this marriage where the idea is to have a very simple marriage is only lost. Everyone clear with the first movement, Nirankari movement? All of you clear with this? Namdhari movement or Kukka movement. All of you, Kukka. This word comes from the word Kukan. Kukan means shrieks. That means the founder, the followers of this religion, they shout the names of their God in happiness. So, shriek, chillana. So, in ecstasy, no, just a second. Just a second, everyone. Ecstasy. Now, who started this? Those started by Baba Balak Singh and Bhagat Jawaharmal, or known as Sia Sahab. This became really popular after Ram Singh became the leader of this movement. Now, some of you will ask, what are the issues that he tackled? Please understand, same thing. He also said worship of one God, was against caste system, was against female infanticide, was against early marriage. And all of you, for the first time here, we see barter of daughters in marriage. All of you, what is this? Do you know? Kuraku, I cannot help you then. Everyone, can you see barter of daughters in marriage? Do you know what is this? No, it's not dowry system, Nivashini. It's not that. Barter of daughters. Any idea what is this? See, exchange of daughters while marriages are happening. So one family's daughter would get married to another family, and in return, the other family's daughter would get married to the first family. So that's your barter of daughter. This was also opposed by them. Am I clear? Ecstasy, Roshan. Everyone, your 8th class chapter book has mentioned about Singh Sabha movement. Yes, it is done even today. Those who are not able to understand, it means ecstasy. Guys, Singh Sabha movement started in Amritsar around 1873 after the Kukka movement had come to an end. This movement believed that because of lack of education amongst the Sikh people, they were having a lot of troubles. So there are two major objectives. One, provide modern education to the Sikh community, and the another, to stop conversion of Sikh into Arya Samaj or Brahmo Samaj or Ahmadiyya or Aligarh or Christianity. So two things they wanted, that one, the modern education should be given to the Sikh population, and the another one, stop the conversion of the people in all these religions. Am I clear, Sia Sahab Himani? Ecstasy means happiness. Those who are asking, ecstasy means happiness. Everyone, Singh Sabha movement established a lot of colleges in different areas of Punjab. And last, and with that, we will come to an end of this whole chapter. All of you, have you heard Akali movement? Everyone, have you heard about Akali movement? Okay, everyone, in Punjab, this is offshoot of Singh Sabha movement. That is from Singh Sabha only the Akali movement came out. Now, why did this movement come out? Guys, what is happening is the Gurudwaras, in those days, they are controlled by Udasi Mahants. Who are Udasi Mahants? They are very, very corrupt people, and they have made their position hereditary, and they are loyal to British. So the Sikh population, they started this Akali movement against these Mahants. They wanted that this should be stopped. That is why, thanks to Akali movement, the Sikh Gurudwara Act was passed in 1922, under which all the Gurudwaras of the country, they were given to the Shiromani Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee, which is known as SGPC. Even today, if you all have some idea, SGPC, Shiromani Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee, they manage all the Gurudwaras of the country. They are the apex body when it comes to all the Gurudwaras of the country. Guys, Mahants, they had taken, or they had made their position permanent when it comes to the Gurudwaras. That's why we fought, or we agitated against them. Yes, guys, Akali Dal is a product of this only. Akali Dal is a product of this Akali movement. Everyone, clear? Yes, Rajneesh, in all these places. Akali movement, it is around 1920s when NCM was going on. They protested, and finally this act came. Every Gurudwara all over the country, they are managed by SGPC. All the Gurudwaras. Okay, guys, we are done with this chapter. Only 2 slides are left. Please see this. Any doubt in this? All of you. All of you. The impact, I should not tell you anything here. See this whole slide. We studied the whole socio-religious movement. Tell me the impacts of this. Any doubt? Hopefully not. Hopefully, everybody, thank you. I got a lot of thumbs up. This, I don't think, after attending, now it is more than 7 hours of class, hopefully you will not be asking me any of these questions. Still, one person has asked, what is cultural consciousness? Think about this, guys. Thanks to the work of all these great leaders, we are now proud of our culture. We know our past is not backward, as the Britishers said. It has a huge, and it has a glorious past. Those who are, no, Chandu, you are wrong. I told you on the mail also, you are wrong. Please check that. You are totally wrong over there. Don't come to me with that some other institute's website mentioned that. That's wrong. Okay. Similarly, national consciousness, guys. Think about Swami Vivekananda. I personally believe, a great man. He is an idol for every person in this country. Swami Vivekananda leads us to the national orientation. Last but not the least, yes, marriageable age in 1891 was increased. 1929, it was increased by Sharda Act. Lastly, all of you, see here. Thank you, Rikita. Those who loved the chapter, great. Thank you, Sanskar. All the notes are there. Look at the negative impact. No, Satya Prasad. Will not study that. Will not study that. Any problem in the negative impact? Satyam, but it happened now. Guys, clear with this negative impact? If there are some positives, there were some negatives also. Okay. Guys, sometimes people said, my country before, my religion before the country. Isn't it? Communal consciousness. They put their community before the country here. Okay, now guys, how many of you want that in the next 22 minutes, it is 9:08, do you want that I should do a brainstorming for you for this whole chapter? In one slide, how many of you want that I should prepare the notes? Everybody wants. I know. You people want this. I'll do that. I understand that, guys. Now, for next 20 minutes, I know, don't worry about this. Everyone, no, I know. You see, please understand, this is a chapter where there are lots of stuff. And even though I have made notes for every slide, but here I'll make this thing for you. Uni, how many times will I answer you? And you are one of the few who keep on repeating the queries. In spite of the answers being given, still you keep on asking. So what do you want more? Okay, everyone. Let's start with Derozio. Movement's name, Young Bengal. 1809 to 31. And I cannot change the pen continuously here. So we'll use one pen, guys. Teacher in Hindu College, 1826. Died early. Inspired by French Revolution. Very radical thoughts. Perhaps the first nationalist poet of our country. Everyone, movement died early. Everyone, can you see more or less all the important points have been written at one place? Can you see this? If I move from Derozio to Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, and I'll use some short forms here, guys. I'll use this ICV. I hope you will understand. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar works for women empowerment, Widow Remarriage Act 1856, works against child marriage, works against polygamy, opens schools for girls. One very important was Bethany School. Overall, 35 girls' schools were opened by him, and he was an inspector, government inspector in those days. And he opened the gates of Sanskrit College for non-Brahmin students, and then wrote books like Bidvo Vivah, Bahu Vivah, Barn Parichay. So that means he worked for Bengali primer and also developed a unique new prose style. Everyone, yes, Megha, you are correct. All of you, ICV, clear? Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Any doubt with him? Okay. Let's come to Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. We should never forget the wife's name, Savitri Bai Phule, from Maharashtra, from Satya Shodhak Samaj in 1873, promote the girls' education. They want to do the Dalit upliftment. They also support widow remarriage. He wrote books like Gulamgiri, Sarjanik, Satyadharma, and then people like Bhaudaji, and there was one more name. Bhaudaji, and I'm forgetting that. There was one more person, guys. Jagannath Shankar Seth. Jagannath Shankar Seth supported them. Then here only we saw one name, Carson Das Mulji, who wrote a book called Satya Prakash, written in Gujarati, and the topic was widow remarriage. And we saw one more name in this, Vishnu Shastri Pandit, who started a widow remarriage association at this point of time. Everyone clear with Mahatma Jyotiba Phule? All of you? Yes, he got convent education. Scottish missionary. He got the convent education. The big name, Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Hindu College, Vedanta College, Atmiya Sabha, Brahmo Sabha, Nirgun, that is no idol worship. I have made a mistake. Just give me a second. It will be Nirgun Upasana. I did not write correctly. Nirgun Upasana, no idol worship, supported monotheism, knew dozen languages, opposed sati, wanted better ties or better conditions for women. So widows, remarriage, property, inheritance, he fought for them. The books that he wrote were Sambad, Kaumudi, Mirat ul Akbar, Precepts of Jesus, Gift to Monotheists. And then I told you two things. One, he was a political activist and he was also an internationalist. Everyone, yes, he got the title of Raja by Akbar II. See, please understand, there are so much of information on Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Satyam, it's mentioned in your this thing. Yes, Tuhfatul Mujahideen was another book written by him. Everyone, you are wrong, Suchitra. It's Akbar II. Everyone, is Raja Ram Mohan Roy clear? All of you. See, yesterday only we did Dayanand Saraswati, born in Gujarat, goes to Swami Vrijanand in Mathura, and he is a blind teacher. Swami Vrijanand gives him, his teachings, and he forms Arya Samaj in 1875 with the slogan "Go back to Vedas." Approves Vedas, says Vedas are basically infallible. Everything written in Vedas is totally correct, and rejects Puranas, rejects Western culture, supports Western science, opposes caste system. His book's name is Satyarth Prakash. His supporters begin Shuddhi program. So at times it becomes anti-Islam and anti-Christian. And his supporters also start a lot of schools like DAV, started by Lala Hansraj, and your Gurukul by Swami Shraddhanand. Yes, he also says children of the children, the Hindus, and that's why he fixes the age 25 and 16 for boys and girls. No, Shalu, he says everything written in Vedas are correct. That's the thing. No, there is no class tomorrow, guys. Now the next class will only be on Monday. Everyone, we saw Ramakrishna Paramhans, and I told you very less chance on questions on him. Yes, he was a revivalist. Ramakrishna Paramhans. Then we saw his disciple is Swami Vivekanand, and one book, Lectures from Colombo to Almora, 1893, gives World Religious Conference. He gives I would say this thing, speech, which makes him famous. For our country, a junction of the two great religions, Hinduism and Islam, is the only hope, is a very famous quotation of Swami Vivekanand. Later forms Ramakrishna mission in 1897, Belur Mutt. Yes, guys, he was assassinated. Yes, Almora is in Uttarakhand. They were his newspapers, Oshin. Guys, can you do like this? All of you. We have done, I've shown you most of them. Add all, put it at one place for quick revision. This will help you a lot. Yes, he believes in Vedanta. I'm stopping here, guys. I'll take your queries in the last 10 minutes. If you can do this, trust me, this is the only way to do the revision. Dekho, many people are writing mails to me that, sir, how do I do revision? See, some people are saying that, sir, Venkatesh, I never said Ramakrishna Paramhans was assassinated. Dayanand Saraswati was assassinated. Everyone, please understand. Some people have written mails to me that, sir, on the weekend, should we revise again from your recorded lectures? No. Guys, I don't even want you to go in the book or in the PPT. If you have notes like this, can you all think, all of you think, will you ever go in books or in notes again if you have made us concise notes like this? Think about this. No PYQs today. At the very beginning, Kuraku, I had told you. I had said at the very beginning, if you come on time, you would know that. Everyone, if you make notes like this, tomorrow your revision will be very, very easy. Am I clear with this? Everyone. So all of you, your work is that on this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, please complete your social religious reform movement. Till here, please do everything. It is 9:23. Last 7 minutes. Let me take up your queries. If any one of you has any query, please tell me. Otherwise, goodbye. You can do that, Krishna. Goodbye. Next Saturday, Himani. I said, Satyam, that's not needed. Don't get into that. That's a whole big story. Yes, Akhil, there will be test. Zeba, do you have the time for doing that much? Yes, Musharraf. Thank you, Vetri. Thank you, Karthik. Sanskar, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Thank you, Afreen, Shushti, Dhyana. Stephen, I've already given the page numbers. Chapter 6, Chapter 11. Ankur, Praveen, Saranya. Gayatri, you want the previous slide? Sudurvizini, the lectures would be enough. You can do the, after 2-3 revision, you can make the brainstorming this thing. Siddhant, yesterday we studied